Hi, my name is Kendra Smallwood. Pearls are created by a grain of sand, a lot of hard work, and behind the scenes, and that's exactly how the business was created. Yeah. So a little bit of faith, a lot of hard work. Yeah.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Hollercast, the show produced by the Holler Creative in Corbin, Kentucky, whose mission is to bring hope and opportunity to the Appalachian region. Today in the studio, we are lucky enough to have Kendra Smallwood of Purl Apparel with us. It's great to have you here. We've asked every guest the same icebreaker question.
Okay.
And that question is, what is your go-to gas station snack and drink?
Okay. Almonds and a espresso. Just like one of the Starbucks canned espressos.
Yeah. I love the Starbucks. I'm not like big into the flavor of coffee, so espresso's kind of strong sometimes, but like the mocha frappuccino bottle thing.
Yeah.
Someday, one of my New Year's resolutions is to like black coffee.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll be in that direction by like June. I don't know.
The Cuban one in the can is the best.
Cuban espresso. Mm-hmm. Does it give you a lot of energy?
Oh, yeah.
Gets you going.
Good.
Sweet. Almonds is a healthy one too. The last 2 podcasts ago, the guy said nuts.
Yeah.
He didn't specify which ones, but almonds are nuts.
Yeah, I feel like so.
You kind of say. Before we talk about Purl Apparel and your business, could you tell us like who you are and what's your background and how kind of you got to where you were before you started Purl Apparel?
Yeah, so I was born and raised in London, Kentucky. Yeah, gotta say that. But I just served in church a lot, and so my path led me a little different, and went to Bible school, and then that led me into some ministry opportunities, and then I was actually a missionary for 2 years before I started my business.
Where'd you go to Bible school?
Out in Ozark, Missouri. Teeny tiny place in the middle of nowhere.
Cool. What was it called?
James River Leadership College.
Cool.
It was through like CBC and Evangel.
Mm-hmm. Where were you a missionary at?
So I did 2 weeks in Africa, but that really like sparked the flame for like stateside missions. Yeah. So I was a missionary in Leslie County, actually.
Cool.
Yeah. So for 2 years, it was amazing.
That's fun. Mm-hmm. What did you do there, like mission wise, or for 2 years? How do you feel?
Yeah. So I worked for a year with a mission organization over there called Big Creek Missions, and I helped with like children's programs and feeding and all kinds of stuff like that. But then that transitioned into a coffee shop opportunity where they needed a creative way to fund their food pantry. And I had worked at a few coffee shops. So I actually got to design, launch, and run a coffee shop over there that's still going strong.
That's so cool. And it's got like a mission.
Yeah, it's called The Well. So if you're ever in Leslie County, check it out.
Shout out The Well. That's cool. We were just talking to a guy named Salvador Sanchez who started Lexington, A Cup of Commonwealth.
Oh, cool.
So we just heard a bunch of coffee startup stuff yesterday.
Yeah.
So that's cool that you did a coffee shop too.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you got to where you started Purl Apparel.
Yeah.
What is Purl Apparel?
Good question. We just had a vision party at my house last weekend. Yeah. So Purl Apparel is just a source of encouragement, but our motto is where visions come to life and people matter. So we are a garment printing and embroidery shop in a nutshell. Yeah. But we're so much more. We're about community and about encouraging people. So
yeah, that's cool. It's like I like that the mission is kind of like. The mission doesn't say anything about embroidery or custom garments. It's like that's just the channel you use to accomplish the business mission, which is really cool to see.
Yeah.
So why'd you start Purl Apparel?
Yeah, so it was totally the Lord that kind of led my path, but these people reached out to me that I've known my whole life and prompted the idea. I said no for about a year just to help them with embroidery, and then long story short, I got to see some pretty cool machinery, which is similar to what y'all use here, the direct-to-garment printer. And after seeing these new technologies and things, we just knew that was kind of what we needed to do. And it was going to be in my mom's basement. Yeah. Like, I was going to be part-time, totally online. I was going to be a part-time missionary, part-time embroidering person. And then God just opened it up to what it was. And
Yeah.
and the next thing I know, like I had a storefront,
Mm-hmm.
and I had no idea what I was doing.
Yeah.
So it has just evolved.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I was serving as a missionary out of nowhere. One opportunity led to another.
Mm-hmm.
So I just said yes and did it scared.
Yeah. That's kind of how it is most of the time
Yeah.
when you're building anything or growing anything. Or,
Yeah.
Did you ever actually do anything in your mom's basement? Or
No.
did you start?
No, it started out. My shop that I'm at right now used to be a tattoo parlor, so
Okay.
that's kind of cool.
Lots
I
of
had
art stuff.
yeah, I had to renovate that, so that was fun.
That's cool. How did it get so big before you even started to where you were like,
Yeah.
we need a storefront. We can't do it in the basement.
Yeah. So the people that helped me get started helped me get my foot in the door in a way.
Yeah.
They have a lot of connections, and so they were just talking to people. Word of mouth is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I've never paid for advertisement.
Yeah.
It's literally word of mouth.
Yeah.
And so it's pretty phenomenal that they just started talking to people, and they had a storefront available.
Mm-hmm.
And so they just kind of pushed me into it.
Yeah.
And I was like, no way.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah, a lot of prayer.
Yeah. It's always good to have those people who are pushing you into where you need to be, but you don't want to be.
Yeah, and now I get to be that to other people,
Yeah.
so it's really cool.
That's awesome. Pay it forward, kind of.
Yeah.
I guess we covered why you started, kind of, unless there's a deeper why behind
No.
this.
The
venture.
name Purl Apparel is
Mhm.
kind of unique. A lot
Yeah.
of people ask me about that.
That was on here.
Yeah,
Here it
well,
goes.
you can lead that if you want.
No, you got it.
Okay. It's a weird one. And for the first year, I was called Pearl. People would call and be like, hey, is Pearl it? Like,
That's awesome.
my name is Kendra, but
It's like
sure.
going to Dairy Queen and you're like, is the queen around?
Right. Call me Pearl.
Yeah.
We'll be fine. But we're garment printing, embroidery, and more.
Mm-hmm.
At a young age, like I've learned not to box ourselves in because
Right.
it's hard to rebrand
Yeah.
and to tell people like, actually, we can do this, but if you put and more.
Yeah. You go.
So yeah, you're kind of
It's
everything. But Purl Apparel is the name is because I wanted it to be gender neutral.
Mm-hmm.
My dream and vision for it is much bigger than just Kentucky.
Mhm.
We ship nationwide,
Yeah.
but I feel like that's going to continue to grow. And then pearls are created by a grain of sand, a lot of hard work, and
Mhm.
behind the scenes. And that's exactly how
Yeah.
the business was created.
Yeah.
So a little bit of faith, a lot of hard work.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
I love that picture. How long did you spend like trying to think of a name, or was it kind of like?
It was like a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have
I've
any-
always been fascinated with pearls. Like
Yeah.
always. I used to always wear pearl earrings, but
Mhm.
just the symbolism of it.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
We were just trying to name something like another venture earlier this week.
Yeah.
We had a big like brainstorm session and then write the ones we think are good. I don't know how we
just
decide
kind of
which
throw
ones
it
are
on the
okay.
wall and see what it,
Yeah, see what sticks and then
see what
vote on.
sticks. Yeah.
It's cool it came so naturally though, and that it's like been a thing from
Yeah.
a young age that
Yeah.
still resonated with you.
Everything that we do in the store, down to design, down to how we treat our customers and packaging, is intentional. So intentionality, and that started before the store. That's me as a person, is
Yeah.
trying to live intentionally. So
What does that look like, that intentionality in terms of like how you lead your staff?
yeah. So we have a team of people. I've got all kinds of people who are here, just for a few hours here or there.
Mhm.
But whenever we meet, we first of all, I love to honor people's time. I think that's
Yeah.
important as a business leader and
Right.
just as a person in general.
Mhm.
But just keeping the important things in focus, and we talk about, how can we love God better? How can we love people better? How can we better ourselves? So just keeping those as the topics.
Yeah.
We also, as a team, our guideline is we are a gossip-free environment. We never put
Yeah.
down other businesses. We say, only the great things.
Yeah.
We don't talk about what you're doing in a negative light, and we don't compare our designs to your designs. That's another thing that we
Yeah.
are very intentional about.
That's awesome.
We put on those horse blinders of, I'm not going to look at the awesome stores down the street.
Yeah.
I'm going to stay focused on what we are doing, which is hard. And sometimes we have to call each other out and be like, hey, you've mentioned that shop a few
Yeah.
times this week. We need to remember what we're doing.
Yeah. That's cool. It's good that you have the, I guess, culture where it's okay for someone to call someone out and say, that's not all right, man.
Yeah. We, of course, do it privately.
Yeah.
we try to be very positive and encouraging because there's enough like stress and
Mhm.
crap going on, you know. So we want our shop to be, we get the compliment often that it's a peaceful environment, which is really funny because it's a store. So just come in peace. And that's what's been fun is like customers have come in just to hang out for a few minutes and just to show us their grandkids and all kinds of stuff. So we just want people to feel seen and heard and loved, and if they need a smile, they can come to us.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So what's going on now with Purl Apparel? What are your current concerns or excitements? Or
Yeah, so a lot is in the works actually. So we hit the ground running January 1. We are launching a website soon, which is going to make ordering, as you all know, ordering through social media easier and great. So we get orders from, like I said, all across the nation, which I'm sure you experience that as well. But it's hard to keep track and have office management and all the structures in place. So we're excited to offer that for our customers. We also are starting a blog. I met with an intern, Savannah. She's wonderful. So I met with Savannah just a few minutes ago before I got here about highlighting the different people we've gotten to work with, but also just spotlighting more places like you all and places that are just doing awesome things, and just we want to support them and show off like how to connect with you and just, I don't know, it's just about being cheerleaders for each other. So that's something that's exciting. And then one last thing is we are launching, I haven't even told Purl about it. Exclusive stuff is we're starting a community give back program. So every 6 weeks or so we're going to design a shirt, and then 50% of the profit goes to a different organization that does amazing things. So awesome. The first one is going to be around Valentine's Day, and we're doing a community themed design that are high quality shirts at a low price point, and 50% of those profits are going to go to the homeless shelter. Cool. So we're really excited about that. Yeah. Do
you have the design already?
I do.
Heck yeah.
I'll show you after this.
Sweet. Awesome. I have to get one.
Yeah, it's cool.
What do you have any advice that you give to entrepreneurs or somebody looking to start a business? Yeah.
Find some mentors. First and foremost, people who will speak truth to you even whenever it's not what you want to hear. If you pray. But no, for real, just don't let fear hold you back. I know a lot of times I even at the meeting with my team, I was like, just so y'all know, I'm doing a lot this year, very scared. And I'm doing it anyways. So even here today, I mean, I was nervous driving up, but there's something powerful in just choosing to do it scared. So that's what I would encourage you. And then also don't feel like you have to move somewhere to do something cool. With the power of social media and the power of the internet and just connecting, I think that the sky's the limit for anybody. For sure. Anybody. All they have to do is put their mind to it and work hard, and you don't even have to have much capital to get started. Could you talk a little bit about the role social media played in absolutely. The launch of your business, or how the role it still plays? Yeah, absolutely. So whenever I was in the mission field, I learned how to use some free resources like Canva, which is great. Yeah, big fan. And big fan. So I used to make flyers for my ministry and different stuff like that, and that worked. And so I just used those same principles, and from day one I took pictures of everything that I did. So it's annoying, especially whenever you're slammed, but you take a picture of everything that you do and just be consistent. And then I put a plant in a picture one time, and it was plants with pearls around, and now if the plant with the pearls aren't there, people are like, I didn't know it was you. Really? So I think the power of social media is just incredible, because all I did was be consistent, take good clear photos, and then streamline branding. So always make sure that your tone of voice is very positive and uplifting, at least in my situation. Hashtags are powerful, and just I didn't go to school for any of this. I was actually kind of like a college dropout. I was going to be a home ec teacher, so funny. But no, just being consistent, I think, is key, and keeping it very clean. So it's just been one thing led to another. And whenever you're kind and uplifting, people just want to share it. So
cool. Josh out there has been on us to make like a big social media push in the last I guess it's been like a week since he mentioned it, and now we've got like a board out there how many times a day we're on each platform or whatever.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily about quantity, it's about quality. And so that's another thing, is like being able to schedule out those posts with different platforms. Right. I actually love God's given me opportunities to meet with other business owners and just people who are wanting to get started, and they ask me questions like this. And so I'm able to help guide them, actually, and like help them, give them forms that I have created, and how can I help them. So it's been really neat, like just being able to mentor other people, and I'm like, I figured it out, I'll help you. So.
It's cool that your first advice was find a mentor. Now you're being that to
that's cool. I didn't think of that.
How did you go about finding mentors or a mentor?
So finding people who just naturally believe in you. If you take a step back and just look around and see who's always encouraging you, and then who believes in you, and preferably someone that's older than you or someone that you want to be like. So that's going to change. I mean, my mentors have definitely changed throughout the years, especially as you grow, and then you may become what they want to be like, and then you're mentoring them, which has happened. So.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's got to be a weird switch, though, at some point.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
What's next for Purl Apparel? What are some, like, big picture vision things that you're looking forward to? Or would like to see happen?
Yeah, absolutely. So I love being able to have a place where local stay-at-home moms are able to sell their handmade goods. So I've got a candle girl that sells her stuff in my store, and then soon we're going to have some jewelry that's handmade. So partnering with more, I love guys, but there's just something special about moms who stay at home, who like...
My mom stayed at home for a
Yeah,
long time.
they just... My sister's a stay-at-home mom, and she's amazing, and she's so gifted. So I love like investing in women who have these gifts and talents that feel like they want to help to their household income, but they don't know how. And so like another thing that we have is a lady, she crochets beanies, and so she sells them in the store, and so awesome. It's great. We're able to give her a platform to sell her goods, support her hobby, but also give her confidence to continue. And so that's something like moving forward is we want to just do more of that and create a space where more women can do that. And the dream, the big dream is to have a bigger location in the future where it would be cool to have a coffee shop and a hangout space that's like evening hours only, and then have Purl hours in the beginning, during the day, because there's nothing like that in London. And then have a hangout space, but also have workshops where these makers can come in on their own time, shut the door, have their kids with them, and like create in a community environment. So that's kind of the dream, the big dream.
Those all sound so cool.
Yeah.
And you've got the coffee shop experience right
I do. And I have a small espresso machine at my house. So just waiting on Jesus there.
Jesus, if you're listening, I would really love a new coffee shop in London.
Yeah, I heard that.
That going back to the no minimum orders thing, that's awesome, because it's like...
Yeah, so one-offs, all the time.
It goes back to a mission of helping really small entities or ministries or businesses, because often you can't afford to pay for, I don't know, 100 shirts, however many minimum most people do. Yeah. So that's awesome.
Absolutely. So everything's high quality, commercial embroidery, commercial printing, and literally if you want your face on a t-shirt, we can make it happen. And just like one shirt, So yeah, we do a lot of stuff. And that's the best, that's the most fulfilling thing, is seeing like a small business who has been dreaming of being able to brand themselves with wearable things, and then they finally get the opportunity to, because we'll print one shirt for them of their team of 2. Or whatever's needed. So it's really, really cool. Our minimum is at 30 to get a bulk pricing, and there's no tiers. You don't get a better price if you order 100. You get the same if you order 30. So we love to work with people like that.
I like the idea of getting something tangible for these people that like is theirs, and it's what their brand or their ministry, whatever it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's really cool. So I ask the same closing question to everyone. Okay. And that question is, what's something new you've tried recently? Whether it's, because we believe trying new things, it helps you push you out of your comfort zone, like you've talked about so much already. And then it like helps you learn how to learn, because you're always having to do all this brain stuff to get something new happening. So what's something new you've tried recently, whether it's personally or professionally or educationally, whatever it is?
Yeah.
So what's something new you've tried, and how's it going, or how did it go?
Okay, so 2 things. I want to learn how to watercolor because I don't know if you guys do the Enneagram and all that. I'm a 3 through and through.
I'm a 5 wing 4.
Okay, sweet. I'm a 3.
That's supposed to be.
Yeah, 3 wing 2. Basically, I'm a workaholic who loves people. So, basically, yeah. But I forget to have fun. Yeah. So my friend, Megan, she's wonderful, and she does actually a lot of the watercolor designs for the store. She's trying to teach me watercolor, and we also started weightlifting, which I know is like, what? But I need hobbies, and we need to work out. So, yeah, watercolor and weightlifting.
That's like a good dichotomy.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So, not at the same time.
But if you could.
Yeah, take a break.
Show.
Let's watercolor a tree.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing those for? The first of the year?
Yeah, the first of the year.
We got a chalkboard door at our house, like covered in chalkboard paint.
Yes.
And we just like wrote down a bunch of New Year's resolutions. So I got a big board of stuff.
Yeah.
That I was supposed to be doing starting January 1st.
Gotta get started.
But final thoughts, the platform's yours, like anything we didn't get to say.
If you don't follow us already, follow us on social media, Purl Apparel KY. We're on Instagram and Facebook. You can order that way. We love working with small businesses and ministries. There's no minimum order with anything that we do, and that's our passion, is actually working with smaller groups or those custom fun shirts. So the sky's the limit. And then also to any young people or anybody who has a dream, go for it. I think it's important to feel like somebody believes in you. I believe in you. I think it's important to hear that, and then also just don't let fear get in the way. Don't live a life of regret. Just do it and believe, and if you pray because it works, and God cares for you and He loves you. And also find some friends who support you, and if they're negative and they're life suckers, say goodbye. Peace out. Get some new friends, because who you surround yourself with is gonna impact your life more than you know. So that's about it.
So I'll just close this out, and then we'll be good to go. So that's all the time we have. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you, Kendra, so much for being here, and we will catch you guys next time on the Hollercast.
Thanks for having me.